striving, growing, and soaring. Together, we're laying a strong foundation for the future of Eagle Volleyball. Please join me in a gigantic round of applause for these young ladies. The 3rd through 6th grade ladies would also like to thank Mrs. Coach Heather Miller. On behalf of the Virginia Volleyball League, we'd like to thank Heather Miller for her time, effort, and dedication to the sport of volleyball to the world, organizing and serving the youth volleyball league. Please join me by giving her a round of applause. Thank you, Coach Miller. Great job, ladies, and thank you for all your time and dedication. We have one more announcement before we get to the starting lineups. Every season, towards the end of the last 2 games of the second game, our Milford seniors would like to take a moment to dedicate and appreciate some certain features. So, for these seniors, we want to express our deepest gratitude to these teachers whose dedication and passion is evident to the students every day. Your patience, creativity, and unwavering commitment to nurturing minds and hearts make an immeasurable difference in the lives you touch. You inspire curiosity, build confidence, and help shape the future, often going above and beyond without expecting anything in return. Thank you for being mentors. You truly change the world one student at a time. Please join me in a round of applause for these 5 awesome teachers. Thank you, Milford and Nebraska State, for all your support on that timing. Now, we will start with the starting laps for the busy Nebraska State Pioneers. Number 3, senior Millie Graham. Number 5, junior Kenzie Riley. Number 6, junior Andrea Rojas. Number 7, junior Maya Ellis. Number 12, sophomore Lexi Brown. Number 17, sophomore Claire Greifel. And the libero for the Pioneers, number 0, senior Emma Bondo. The Pioneers are coached by Randy Scott Hill, assisted by Caleb Greifel and Brett Sutherland. And Eagle fans, please get on your feet for the starting lineup for the home number Eagle. At this time, please remain standing as your Milford Elementary Little Eagle singers, lead us in the national anthem. They are led by Keziah.
Oh, say Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Milford Varsity Volleyball here in the Nest. Got a good matchup, the Milford Eagles versus the Nebraska City Pioneers. Pioneers sitting at a 4-17 record on the year. Bit of struggle, 1-3 in their district. Eagles sitting at 15-1 with a lone loss to Lincoln Lutheran. Cisneros first to serve for him. She lofts it over. A little bit of trouble with it. Bando sends it over though. Now the Eagles are going to go middle to Rottenberg, and she puts it down quickly for the first point of the night, belonging to the Eagles. Rottenberg been a stud all year for the Eagles. Cisneros to serve again. One gets received well. Bump set from the libero, hit over by Brown. Doug though, now bump set by the Eagles. They'll go left side and Sarah Reynolds puts it down. Point Eagles. They lead 2-0 now. Cisneros sends it over. Almost overpass, hits the net though. That one did fall. It'll be point Eagles, 3-0 now. Cisneros serves again. Rojas sets, and they go down the tape, and in play, it'll be a point Pioneers. Rottenberg was set up in the middle, well ready to block it. So they hit it down the line, and it lands in. Rojas sends it over. Jacob gonna set back. Hit by Muller. Doug though. Rojas bump sets middle. Goes high hands, but they will not get it off the fingers of Rottenberg. 4-1 Eagles. Now Muller to serve for the Milford Eagles. A little bit of trouble. Gonna have to send over free ball. Jacob sets the slide by Rottenberg, and that one's put down. Another kill for the sophomore. Obviously, Rottenberg comes from a volleyball family. So her mother is a national champion for the Huskers. Playing really well so far. Is that one tipped off the block. Now dumped over by Jacob. Rojas sets. Brown goes over Rottenberg, but it's Doug. Bump set to Reynolds on the left side. And they're going to say in the net on the Eagles. So it'll be another point for the Pioneers. So obviously some star-studded names with Lisa Reitzma, now Lisa Rottenberg in the stands. There also is a player on Nebraska State's roster named Jordan Larson. Don't know if that's any relation at all. It's a funky name nonetheless. Obviously the Nebraska star. That one's hit, tipped off the block. Jacob gonna set, left side, Reynolds dumps it over. Set by Brown. Tapped over by Graham. Jacob gonna go left side again. It's hit at the net, and they'll say foretouch by the Eagles. Point Pioneers. Brown to serve now. Jacob sets. Rottenberg, not even a chance to dig that one. Hit it perfectly into the center of the donut. There wasn't a soul there to dig it. Now Reynolds to serve. He sends it over, and it's shanked off the libero's arms for an ace. 7-3 Eagles. Here's Reynolds again. It's the libero again. Now they go high hands, but they will not get a touch. That one lands out. Point Eagles. Reynolds serves. She's got 13 aces on the year. But that one will be a service error. It's 14 counting tonight. Served by Bando. High lob, Jacob sets, Berkey, and that one's off the block and out. Point Eagles. Eagles playing outstanding defense so far tonight as Miller checks in for Cisneros. And back to serve for the Milford Eagles is Shayla Rottenberg. Her serve, received by Brown, bump set by Rojas. Graham's gonna try to get it over, she does. And they're gonna say off the antenna, point Eagles. So not only Eagles playing sound volleyball, quite a few mistakes by the Nebraska City Pioneers leading to more points. Another good serve, Rojas sets, middle to Kreifel, and she is rejected by Ashlyn Miller. Solo block for her. Her first block of the night. Rottenberg again. Rojas bump sets. Graham punches it over. Jacob sets. They go back row attack by Rottenberg. It's Doug. Jack back. Doug. Jacob sets it back on the slide to Miller. And it's going to be off the dig and out. Point Eagles once again. So Miller gets the block, and now she gets the kill, as that will cause the first timeout by the Pioneers to be called. 12-4. Eagles playing well right now, keeping the Pioneers quiet besides a few mistakes they've made. We'll be right back to see how the Pioneers respond. Coming out of the timeout, Eagles up 8 here in set 1. Rottenberg back to serve. She's got 3 kills, and there's a kill for Berkey on the overpass. I think they'll call it a kill. Yep. Rottenberg to serve again. She's got 21 aces on the year. Rojas bumps it over to Graham, who is blocked. Miller, one of the major pieces of the Great Wall of Milford, puts that one to the floor. Eagles now lead by a dime. Brown bump sets, they go Graham again. One hand dig by Ryle, hit back in, dumped over off the tape and down by Jacob. Point Eagles, 15-4. One major part of Jacob's play was those dump plays. She's able to place them perfectly, and that one off the tip of the net. Short lobbing serve by Rottenberg there. Set down beautifully for her first ace of the night and her 22nd on the year. Rottenberg again, and that one's shanked, and Bando can't get to it. It'll be back-to-back aces for the star-studded sophomore. (17-4). Milford up by 13 now, here in set 1. Pioneers yet to record a kill. That one's almost another ace, but it gets over. They set Berkey left side. Beautifully dug. Graham dumps it over. It's dug though. Jacob taps it over herself and she gets it down. Like I said earlier, those dump plays. She executes them perfectly. (18-4) now. Ronberg to serve again. She's on a hot streak. Rojas sets. Graham. And that one gets down finally. The first kill of the night for the Pioneers. Finally ending the huge Eagles point streak, excuse me. Lane to serve. It's a line drive. Jacob sets Berkey on the left side, and she gets it down the line. 19-5 Eagles. Muller going to come in for Schweitzer. So the great wall of Milford has been constructed in the front row. Jacob to serve for the Eagles. Bando receives, Lane sets. Graham has to tap it over, and that one will land in the donut. Point Pioneers. Down there in no man's land, nobody able to get there. 19-6. Graham serves this one. This one's wide left. Point Eagles. They've eclipsed the 20-point mark as the Reynolds will come in for Berkey for the Eagles. And Graham will step off for the Pioneers. That's served by Ryle, the libero. Received, now hit over by Kreifel for a free ball. Jacob sets back to Muller, who puts it down. Eagles up 21-6 now. Football score. Ryle back to serve again. She delivers. Lane sets and kind of out of system there. It'll be another free ball. Jacob sets left side. Reynolds, she's dug. And bump sets. Brown goes high hands, but a little too high as that one lands out. Point Eagles. (22-6) now. Eagles a field goal away from taking set one. In dominating fashion as there's a short lobbing serve by Ryle. Just barely can't get it past the tape. So that one will fall for a service error. Point Pioneers. Now it's going to be Kreifel back to serve. Her serve received. Jacob sets left side. Dug. And shanked out of bounds. Point Eagles. A kill by Reynolds. Her second of the night. Now back to serve Cisneros. She steps onto the court. Her serve received by Brando. Lane sets. They go right side, but the hit's long. Point Eagles. And we are at set point here in one. Eagles looking to close this one out. Cisneros hits it over. Lane sets, left side, roll shot. Set by Ryle, left side. Off the block, and it's going to land down. Point Eagles. They take set one after the Reynolds kill. 25-7. A dominating statement by the Eagles. Highlighted by great offense and even better defense. Eagles hold them to 7 points while scoring 25 themselves to take the set. So we'll head to set two, see if the Eagles can take that one and get one step closer to a sweep against the Pioneers. If the Pioneers can bounce back, tie this match up. here in the nest. Alrighty, set 2 about to be underway. Rojas going to serve for the Pioneers. Rottenberg receives, a little bit of trouble. Mueller hits it into the net and down. So Pioneers take the first point here in set 2. Rojas back to serve again. Jacob sets middle to Miller. She goes high. It's Doug. Grams bump sets it. It's Doug though. Mueller taps it over, roll shot. Rojas gonna bump set. Free ball now. Jacob sets left side. Reynolds off the block and they can't get it over. It'll be down for an Eagles point. Kill awarded to Reynolds, her third. Cisneros in the serve. Hard serve. Lots of trouble with it, but they get it over. Jacob sets Rottenberg. She gets it down, point Eagles. Right on the line. Beautifully placed. Cisneros lobs it over. Shanked. Brown tries to recover and Bando can't get it over. It'll be an ace for Cisneros. Her 26th of the season. Lob serve. Rojas recovers the dig. They get it over. Jacob, jack back set. Doug, and no one there to get it. Point Eagles. A kill by Mueller. (4-1) now here in 2. Big thank you to our line judge, Liz Crabtree, taking on the duty of floor wiping. And she'll get herself an applause. Much appreciated. Cisneros arcs this one over. Rojas sets, left side, off the net. Jacob with an awkward bump set. Tapped over for a free ball, and that one's going to be shanked. off the digging out. It's going to be one of the more odd kills you see by Moeller. Cisneros lobs it over. Rojas sets, middle. Graham is rejected. Looked like she was hitting it over for a free ball. Rottenberg was having none of it. She puts it down for another block. Her first of the night. Team's fifth. That's served by Cisneros. Gonna be bumped over by Ellis. Now bump set by Ryle. Moeller goes through the arms of the Pioneers players and down for another kill. Eagles up 7-1 here. Cisneros still back to serve. Ellis bumps it, hit over by Graham. Jacob sets, Reynolds this time, and that one's gonna be off the digging out. Point Eagles. They're on a run, 8-0 at the moment, and that'll cause the first timeout of this set by the Pioneers. So Eagles up big early, looking to make this match quick as they lead 8-1 here in the second set. Second set, Eagles up big, 8-1. Cisneros still serving. Rojas sets right side. Brown goes up and over. It's dug though. Jacob sets behind her. Moeller gonna put it down off the digging out. Point Eagles. So Pioneers timeout. Doesn't seem to have an immediate effect so far. The lob serve, and that one is shanked out of bounds. Another ace for Cisneros. 10-1 Eagles. And into the net is Rojas trying to set that one back to her teammates. The Eagles are up 10 now. A couple of handfuls. It's been an 11-0 run here for the Eagles after dropping the first point. Greifel receives. It's shanked in. They're not going to be able to recover. Point Eagles. Front row consists of Reynolds, Rottenberg, and Moeller. Cisneros gets another ace here. Beautifully placed short lobbing serve. And there's the second timeout by the Pioneers. Eagles quickly cause another timeout, only scoring 5 points after the first one to now lead the Pioneers 13-1. We'll be right back after the timeout. See what the Pioneers can do to respond. 13-1. Eagles up big against Pioneers. Rojas sets. Brown able to hit it down off the digging out. So the Pioneers finally end the Eagles' run. Pioneers had given up 13 unanswered points up until that point. It's now 13-2. Brown serves it over. Jacob sets. Muller off the block and down. So the Pioneers looking like they could string a couple points together here as Graham puts that one down to the floor with the block. Brown serves again. Ryle receives. Jacob sets. Rottenberg. She's dug. Graham hits it over. And that one's going to be shanked down to the floor. It's another point for the Pioneers. Graham with the kill. Pioneers a 3-0 run themselves. Jacob set. They're going to Rottenberg. And the Eagles done messing around. They put it down to get themselves back up by a dime. The big kill by Rottenberg. Muller back to serve, leads the team in aces per set, 0.7 being her average. Hasn't got one tonight. Now one dug. Jacob sets middle, and Rottenberg puts it down for another point for the Eagles. Muller, one of the best servers on the team. So Rojas sets middle. Graham hits it into the net, and it'll fall point. Eagles 16-4 now here in 2. Muller's second in the team on total service attempts. Leads the team in aces. So that one's received, dumped over. And they'll say in the net on Nebraska City. So another point for the Eagles, 17-4 now. And Muller hits this one into the net. Along with leading in service aces, she also leads the team in service errors, that one being her 21st of the year. She's also second in serving points. So the team plays well when she's serving. Reynolds roll shots it over. Cisneros hits it back in. Jacob sets up the slide for Rottenberg, and she puts it down to the center of the donut. Pioneers yet to really find a consistent answer for the 6'4" sophomore. Senior Aubrey Burton comes in to serve for the Eagles. They're going to set up Ellis. She gets it not down, landed out, but it will be a net violation by the Eagles. So another point for the Pioneers. Making this set look better than it could have been. Lane, it's a low arcing serve. They set left side, blocked and dug. Graham hits it into a block, but it is out. Point Pioneers. Now only down the number on the back of Rottenberg's jersey. Here in the second set. That serve received by Ryle. They set left side, Berkey, who puts it down the line and in for another Eagles point. Now Eagles on the doorstep of 20 points here in set 2. Rottenberg back to serve. He's got 23 aces on the season. Lane sets left side. That one's blocked. Recovered though. Graham gonna have to hit it over. Foul Diggs, jack back block, slide by Miller, and it's down. Eagles sitting at 20 now. Ronberg serves. Lane sets middle to Kreifel. Dug by Schweitzer. They set middle, back row attack. And Rottenberg gets a little under it. Now it'll be out of bounds, point Pioneers. Senior Haley Burhill gonna check in for the sophomore Rottenberg as Graham goes back to serve for Nebraska City. Jacob sets left side. Doug. Brown bump sets. Dumped over for a free ball. Jacob sets left side again. This one hit into the net. It'll be 4 hits by the Eagles. Point Pioneers. So after the Eagles eclipse 20 points, Pioneers are going to look to eclipse double digits for the first time tonight. But it won't be with that, as that serve lands wide left. 21-9 now, Eagles. As Muller comes in for Schweitzer. Another football score. Speaking of football, don't forget to check out Milford Shrive on Friday. Eagles take on Minden. That ball hit by Brown. Way long point Eagles. Tomorrow is that football game. Watch Landon Roth try to lead his Eagles to another win this season as that serves into the net and down. It's a service error, and the Pioneers have reached double digits for the first time tonight. Kreifel to serve for the Pioneers. Jacob sets Miller, and Miller lands into the net. Point Pioneers. So the Pioneers starting to play a little more quality offense and defense, but also some mistakes by the Eagles are gifting them some points. Jacob sets back behind her to Berkey. She's dug though, gets hit over for a free ball. Jacob sets middle, and Miller puts it down and in. 23-11 now. Eagles lead by 12. It's going to be Libby Ryle back to serve. Excuse me. Her serve. Good one, overpass. One hand set by Jacob. Has to get hit over by Burton for a free ball. Bump set. Brown has to hit it over for a free ball of their own. Jacob sets back behind her. Muller puts it down with a hard swing. Match point Eagles here in 2. Foul lobs it over, it's short. Bumped by Sammons, hit over by Brown, free ball. Burton, and she tries to go cross court. It'll be long though, point Pioneers. Rojas to serve for Nebraska City. Muller gonna set left side Burton. It's gonna be off the dig and down. Point Eagles, they take set 2, 25-12. Not nearly as dominating as the first set, but a good set win there nonetheless. So now they'll head to the third set, try to secure the sweep here in the Nest. Cisneros going to serve for the Eagles here to start this third set. Burton, the senior, hits it over. She's dug. And Ellis going to hit it into the net and down for an error and a point Eagles. Start off this third set. Cisneros with a short lob, and that one's going to be shanked for an ace. Another ace for the sophomore. She's got 4 tonight. A couple more, she would lead the team in service aces. She won't get one here, but it will be a hitting error. Another point Eagles, they're up 3-0 now. They'll go middle to Graham, and she'll put one down. Point Pioneers. Nebraska City gonna look to make this set a little more competitive, which would be a stark contrast to the first two. Rojas back to serve. It's a high lob. Jacobs sets. They go back to Muller, and she puts it in the donut. Point Eagles. Looks like Reynolds will come in for Jacob. Muller now serving, she'll hit it over. Rojas sets back to Brown, and Brown is stuffed. Shut down by Rottenberg and Reynolds there on the left side. Muller back to serve again. You have to record an ace. He's got 6 kills though. Graham gets it over. Bump hit over by Ellis. Doug. Upset Muller, left side to Reynolds. Reynolds can't get it down as it's Doug. Now they go Brown, she gets it over. Burton tries to go high hands, can't get it though. It'll be 5-2 Eagles. Brown serves, and looks like rotation violation. Pioneers only down 2 here as Brown lobs one over. Reynolds puts that one down. Hard hit ball. Pioneers couldn't even get a body on the floor to try to get that one. She's got herself her 5th kill of the night. Burton serves it for the Eagles. Ellis able to hit it over. A little bit of trouble out of system. Berkey able to get it over though. Rojas sets again. She goes Graham. She punches it over. Doug set. We'll go Reynolds this time. She's blocked. Able to recover though as Rottenberg taps that one over. That hit, diving dig by Cisneros. Now hit over for a free ball. Set. They'll go middle to Briley. She's dug. Now they set Rottenberg, and Rottenberg is stuffed. Something you see very, very seldomly as Rottenberg gets shut down there. That's going to be Bando to serve. No set. They try to go Rottenberg. She hits it off the net, and it will fall. Or better words, four-hit violation. Four-touch violation by the Pioneers. Point Eagles, they're up 7-4 now. Rottenberg serves. Ellis is stuffed over on the right side by Berkey and Miller. 8-4 now. And Rottenberg hits this one to the center of the net. Point Pioneers. Go middle and off the dig and out. Miller gets the kill there. Now Jacob back to serve for the Eagles. Verhel and Schweitzer accompanying her in the back row. Lane gonna bump set it away from the net. Hit over for a free ball by Salmons. Schweitzer bump sets behind her to Muller. She's dug. Great one-handed dig by Brown. Now Graham get a hit over. Tipped and dug. They go Muller again with a roll shot. Gets blocked. Now Muller hits it back over, but it's long. Point Pioneers. Now Graham back to serve for Nebraska City. It's a missile. Received by Burhill well. Now Berkey hits it over, and it's going to be shanked off the dig and down. Kill for Berkey. Point Eagles. They'll reach double digits first. And if the mission was to make this a competitive set, Pioneers have succeeded. As Brown hits that one over, and that one will fall off the dig. Point Pioneers, they're down by a field goal. Now Kreifel back to serve for Nebraska City. Down into the net, Point Eagles. Pioneers bring a sub in. Milford brings a couple in themselves. Nebraska City down 7-11 here. Cisneros serves for the Eagles. Lane sets. Salmon tries to get over, and she is stuffed by Rottenberg. And I guess Burton. She helped too. Eagles up 12-7. Lane bump sets and hit over by Briley, but way long. Point Eagles are up 13-7, football score. Cisneros back to serve again. Lane bumps over to Brown, who is stuffed by Rottenberg. Solo block. Read perfectly. Kind of an out-of-system hit. Rottenberg sees it all the way through and puts it down for her second block of the night. Lane sets, left side, and it's going to be off the block and out. Missed time jump by the Great Wall of Milford. 14-8. Pioneers still down 6. Now Rojas back to serve again. And that one's going to land just long. Point Eagles, 15-8 here in 3. Muller serves and into the net. Still hasn't gotten an ace tonight. As the Pioneers, once again, looking at a 6-point deficit. Have to win this set, push this game to a 4th set, potentially fight their way to a 5th one. Rottenberg is stuffed at the line. There's an overpass led to a joust. Rottenberg ends up on the wrong side of history there. Pioneers get to double digits for the 2nd time tonight. Is that one almost shanked for an ace, but Eagles able to recover. Graham stuffed, but able to hit it back over. Now they'll set Rottenberg, who throws it down and in. Point Eagles. Rottenberg's 8th kill. And looks like Schweitzer and Berkey step onto the floor for the Eagles. Schweitzer to serve. Rojas bump sets behind her. Punched over. Bump set left side. And Berkey gets it down off the digging out. She gets herself another kill. Eagles feasting tonight. It's Muller with, it got off the screen, I couldn't see it. Oh geez. And hits it over, Doug though, overpass. Kind of a joust at the line. Looks like Shayla Rottenberg will win that joust, as that one falls for another Eagles point. They're up 18-10 now. Good serve by Schweitzer. Left side blocked. And that one falls into the hands of Rottenberg. Underneath the net though. Point Eagles. And with that, the first timeout of this set is going to get called. Pioneers making this one a little interesting. They were able to compete. The Eagles go on a bit of a run, up 19-10 now. Rottenberg playing really well, all facets of the game. Muller struggling a little bit serving-wise. She's got a couple errors, no aces. As she was one of the best, still is, one of the best servers on Milford's lineup. Cisneros, though, knocking on the door of leading the team in aces this season. She is only 1 or 2 behind Muller. For the moment, it's going to be Schweitzer to serve. She lines that one over. Graham tries to go high hands. It's long, though. Point Eagles. They lead the Pioneers now by a couple of handfuls. 20-10. Good year for sure. And an ace by Schweitzer. Another Point Eagles. Turns it into a football score, 21-10. She'll serve again. This one a lot harder than the other one. Ellis bump sets to the middle of the floor. Hit over by Briley. Set. Right side. Reynolds. She goes with the roll shot, but way long. Point Pioneers. They trail by 10 now here in the third set. Bando serves it, the libero. They set left side to Reynolds. Ellis able to save it from out of bounds. Brown unable to hit it back over the net though. Point Eagles 22-11 here in 3. As Miller will step on for Cisneros. Rottenberg back to serve. She's a quality serve. She gets this one over. Now hit over by Brown, and it'll land out. Point Eagles. 23-11, Eagles struggled early in this set. On the latter half, they have shut down the Pioneers. Now looking to close this one out for the sweep. That's where Rodenberg received. And Ellis tries to hit it over, but into the net, down. Point Eagles, it's set match point here in the nest. 24-11, Rodenberg. Chance here to end it at home. And it's going to be Shank for an ace to win the game, her third of the night. And there's your ball game, folks. A 3-0 sweep by the Eagles. Excuse me. Eagles dominate first couple of sets easily. Then the third set got a little interesting. They ended up going on a run, taking care of business in 3 sets here. Excuse me, my goodness. Eagles, a lot of players having a quality game here. Rodenberg, plenty of kills. Moeller, plenty of kills. Huge amount of aces, 4 of them for Cisneros alone. So the Eagles will move to 16-1. Nebraska City going to move to 4-18. And looks like they will sing happy birthday to a teammate of theirs. Love to see the support from the team. So that'll wrap it up here in the nest. Thank you to person running all the technology that I would never be smart enough to know how to run, Natalie. And thank you to Guernsey for running the camera tonight. I'm Jay Wissenberg, your voice of the Eagles. Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast here. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night for the football game. Players freaking out. Crazy stuff going on. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Milford Varsity Volleyball here in the nest. Have a wonderful night.